Hello, Aries. Thank you so much for joining me today on Fortune's Wheel Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the new moon in Aries. I'm so excited that Aries season is upon us. I'm an Aries, and this is my favorite time of year. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet, release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. Spirit and angel guides, keepers of the divine white light, keepers of the Akashic records, ascended masters. What are the messages for Aries, please? For the new moon in Aries. Thank you. Three cards for Aries. Your first card out is the number 3, Archangel Gabriel, communicating. The next card is the Queen of Forces. That's likened to the Queen of Wands, so powerful. And the King of Keys, likened to the King of Pentacles in the traditional Rider-Waite. On the bottom of the deck, number 22 reduces to a 4, adds some. This is all about calling in your spirit family, knowing that you have the power of the divine, calling yourself back into the moment within any situation by saying, add some, I am here. And also the final message for this card is reaching your final dreams, achieving your final dreams, seeing yourself reaching your highest dream, your highest goals, by saying, add some, I arrive. From grandma to the divine, you have this entire spirit family that is there for you, Aries. It's a very important message on the bottom of the deck. It's a major arcana in the Akashic Tarot. And you've got another major arcana with Archangel Gabriel. Number 3, Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel is the divine messenger, the archangel of communication. He comes with his trumpet and scroll, as well as 2 gentle sparrows, signifying powerful yet peaceful expression. On his chest he wears the crest of Mercury, the god of communication. This loving angel carries the sacred words of truth into the world and brings them easily to you. When this card appears upright, it indicates a profound connection to this wonderful presence. Your power of expression is on the rise now. You will have an easier time communicating with others, expressing your feelings, and even working on projects involving communication, such as publishing, counseling, teaching, mediumship, journalism, marketing, radio, or television. Now's the time for any of these endeavors. But no matter what you do, remember the power of words. Call on Gabriel to inspire you and let yourself sing out. Feel the angel Gabriel step before you and place his hand upon you. He fills you with the will to express your words. What do you want to share, and with whom? Most Aries that I know, myself included, don't have any problem sharing what's on their mind, but peaceful communication may be a different subject, right? So perhaps that's a message that some of you needed to hear, Aries. It's one that I definitely can hear all the time, is to remember to make the communication peaceful. I mean, we are fiery, right? And so it's easy to fire off and a lot harder to stop and think about peaceful communication. The Queen of Forces is the next card out for you. And as I said, this is likened to the Queen of Wands in the traditional Rider-Waite. This card shows a woman balancing the energies of sun in one hand and a moon in the other. She's got a river flowing beneath her feet. And she represents a woman who can help bring greater balance into your life. This is, of course, is female energy, so it could be a male just as well as a female. She brings a combination of power, peace, creativity, and receptivity, both in her energy and her support. Sometimes this can represent a person in your life coming into a phase of great power and an ability to sustain it with wonderful results. There's a gift of grace and serene understanding. This also brings new roles and opportunities. Careers in many of the sciences, global communication, nature, and energy may be available to you now. The Queen of Forces can also indicate the appearance of a possible love interest or an associate in business or in a creative project who has a powerful influence and connections for you or for another. It may be someone you already know or someone new, but when this card appears, there is a tender yet powerful support available. During this time, choose to support yourself as well. You hold the forces of the sun, creativity, and the moon, receptivity, within you. And only you yourself can direct the energy of your eternal life. That's a powerful message for you, Aries. Feel the Queen of Forces approach. She offers all sorts of support and energy for you. And so I think it's quite significant, Aries, that you're getting the Queen of Forces right now when it's the new moon in Aries. And this is basically the Queen of Wands, which to me represents Aries. Take a deep breath and tap the inner part of you that rules the forces of the world. We are definitely coming back into our power right now, Aries, are we not? I can feel it. I mean, it's just, I'm so happy that springtime is here. I know it came a little early and it's horrible for the planet, but universe, bless us all that we're taking more accountability for what we're doing to the planet and we can reverse things. But I am so thankful that springtime is here, that it's close anyway, because of course it's freezing today after it's been 70 degrees. But it's a time of rebirth. It is always a wonderful time of year for me and perhaps for you too, Aries, since it's our birthday season. It's just the rebirth, the promise, the hope of the rebirth and things beginning anew. And with this new moon in Aries, our message is to go for it. So these are beautiful messages for you from the Akashic Tarot, and we have some more cards to pull. The King of Keys rides a splendid horse towards his great castle. He's happy and at ease as he travels home. This is an entrepreneurial masculine energy with civil or commercial authority. He's confident, astute, and perhaps he's overly focused on his work or career. He can be very thoughtful and helpful to you in business or financial matters, but he's more often goal-oriented than people-oriented. So you should keep this in mind if he turns out to be a love interest for you or another. Whether this person or whether the King of Keys represents you or another person, you should be on the lookout for major promotion, heightening of income, or furthering of career achievements. Careers in finance, real estate, and business are typical for the King of Keys, but management in any industry can be forthcoming. This may also be a good time for you for self-employment and business expansion for you or a masculine in your life. The message for this card from the Akashic Tarot is to close your eyes and feel yourself step into an important position of power and wealth. You become the King of Keys, and you feel yourself straighten and lift with a new strength and authority. As you survey your world, decide what part of your life you would like to approach with a greater sense of rulership. Those are beautiful messages for you from the Akashic Tarot, Aries. I'm going to pull a card for you now from the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. I'm going to keep these Akashic messages to the side so I can keep an eye on them as I pull these other messages for you, because these tend to correspond to each other. Spirit and angel guides, thank you for the beautiful messages for Aries. What's the message from the Shaman's Dream Oracle for Aries, please, for the new moon and Aries period, or whenever this message finds them? Thank you, Spirit and angel guides. What is the Shaman's Dream Oracle message for Aries, please? The number 13, Dream Thief, refusal of the call. Number 13, of course, reduces to a 4. Excuse me, Aries. And this is an intense message. Rejection of the path of fulfillment, refusal of the call. I've received this card before, so it's an important one, though. The dream thief is a soft and compelling seductress. Her only purpose is to keep you hypnotized by comfort and sameness. She wants you to tell your old stories over and over so you don't evolve beyond them. Ask yourself whether you are reverting back to the familiarity of your origin story of why you were wounded or when you were rejected. Do you talk about how your family molded you as a child without acknowledging that you've already become someone else? Teaching from an old wound will never allow you a new adventure. Instead, bring to mind how you've already changed, remembering that you have new stories to relay and build upon, and to rely and build upon. Do you want to move beyond the barrier of glass you've placed between you and the horizon? You can, and it's not difficult. Answer the call to a new adventure and drop your resistance to sailing the uncharted seas of your potential. The wind will soothe and sing the dream thief to sleep so you can wake up and move forward. You are so much more than you know, Aries. Now it's time to express what has lain dormant. Your new adventure has already begun. I love that card. It's scary, but it's a message that needs to be heard. Correct? Because I think that ultimately comfort is what that message means. You know, it's so easy to go back to the comfort of familiarity, whether it's good for us or not. A comfort zone is definitely a comfortable place to be. That's why it's called that. And it's difficult to follow your dreams sometimes because it can be scary. Even the simplest thing. And most often I feel that the people that we love the most sometimes can be the biggest hindrances to that, because we want to keep everyone happy, Aries. You've heard me say this in messages before. We want to make everyone happy, and so it can be difficult to follow our own dreams at times. I'm going to pull a card for you now from the Work Your Light Oracle. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? I mean, my mouth is hanging open right now. That is amazing, Aries. Your deepest calling. This message, Dream Thief, was all about the refusal of the call. I mean, I'm getting choked up, for real. I'm an Aries, Sun, and Venus, so wow. Have you answered your deepest calling? These are awesome messages for you, Aries. And I'm looking to the side and seeing as well the Queen of Forces. I mean, again, warrior woman. You have the power of the sun in one hand and the moon in the other. I can't wait to read this message for you. Thanks for your patience. I need to get the frog out of my throat anyway. Thanks, Aries. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? You are here for a reason. You are being called to bravely pave a path. Have you answered your highest and deepest calling? Living a heart and soul-led life is not all fluffy and smooth sailing. Living a heart and soul-led life requires courage to triumph over fear. So often our fears are the gatekeepers to our greatest gifts. And the more resistance we have toward answering a call, the more important it is to our soul's growth. The more resistance we have toward answering a call, the more important it is to our soul's growth. Sometimes fear is an indication that we are facing the right way. Joan of Arc was known for her courage and her famous line, "I'm not afraid, I was born to do this." But the thing about courage is that it is not possible without fear. So, if you are feeling afraid, what is needed is courage. And courage comes from living from the heart. Think of your fears as opportunities to expand rather than things that are holding you hostage. If you look at your fears in this light, then as uncomfortable as it might feel, it's actually a sign that you are on the right track. Have you answered your deepest calling? You are on the right track, Aries. You are so much more than you know. I want to read that message for you again, just a part of it here for the Dream Thief, because this is very important, I feel, for you, Aries. Some of you are definitely ready to follow your dreams, and if you have those fears, I understand. I relate, because I have waited to start this channel forever, and thinking about starting it and holding off starting it and coming up with reasons not to start it, and the reception that I've gotten from everyone has been great. So thank you so much for helping me to answer the call for myself. So remember that you are so much more than you know. You can move beyond the barrier of glass that you've placed between you and the horizon, and it's not difficult. Answer the call to a new adventure and drop your resistance to sailing the uncharted seas of your potential. You are so much more than you know. Now it's time to express what has lain dormant. Your new adventure has already begun, Aries. Your new adventure has already begun. I'm going to pull a card for you now. It's a chakra wisdom card. These are not actually oracle cards, but I like to pull one for you during these moon periods, moon phases, so that if there are any areas of your chakras that you may like to focus more intently on, they can come to light, hopefully. Spirit and angel guides, thank you so much for these beautiful messages for Aries. Give them love and light and strength to move forward with their dreams, with peaceful communication, with the power to answer their highest call. What is the chakra message for Aries, please? Third chakra, solar plexus. Freedom of choice. I have the freedom to choose, so I choose wisely, because my decisions have a great impact on how I see myself and how I feel about myself. I own and accept and express my feelings unreservedly and do not try to escape them with my own mind games. I have free will to choose how I respond to any situation, and I choose to respond with wisdom, clarity, and understanding. You have some serious messages of communication, power, answering your call. What do you want to do right now, Aries? Because I am telling you, this is a time for you. Many things are aligning right now with us coming into our birthday season. It's an awesome time for you, and this has just been an awesome message for you for this new moon period. I'm going to read, which I meant to do in the beginning, but perhaps it's better in the end now for me to read this new moon message for you, because I'd like for the meditation to stay with you throughout this period. This is from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards. The new moon in Aries, we are instructed to go for it. New moon is a time for wishes and for planting our intentions, and it's for setting those intentions and putting those dreams out into the universe. So the new moon in Aries, go for it. This card heralds new opportunities. Opportunities abound and the outlook is positive. Go through the doors that are opening up to you. There's every reason to believe you'll create what you want, even if you feel a long way from your goal. Keep going and be courageous. Chase your dreams with childlike enthusiasm and expect your desires to be satisfied. Don't sit around making plans. Take action. This is crucial. Chase your goal. Believe in divine timing. In love, make the first move if you dare. Financially, be proactive. This card is a sign of more courage and determination. Be driven, determined, take action, ditch the faint-heartedness. This is not usually something we need to worry about, is it, my friendly fellow Aries? But I've gotten a little bit more reserved in my older age, and this is a good message for me, because sometimes you do need to remember to be driven, determined, and take action, and there's nothing wrong with that. So some manifesting tips for boosting courage are to call in the Archangel Ariel, who's associated with spring and is wonderful to appeal to when you need courage. Call in the energy of the planet Mars. You can see I have my red jaspers out here, which are wonderful crystals to work with. To boost your courage, light a candle and ask Ariel and Mars for assistance. Your manifestation affirmation for this time: I am on the right track. Soon I will ... fill in the blank. That's what you've got to figure out, Aries. Whatever it is that you're working on, warrior woman, I know you got this, I mean, like I said, I'm an Aries, so I get it. I get it. My love and light to you. This has been an awesome reading for you and for me. I am so excited. You can definitely get out of that comfort zone and be the warrior woman that you are, Aries, and answer that deepest calling. Go towards that deepest calling. You have the freedom of choice to do so, and you have the free will to choose how you respond to any situation. So respond with wisdom, clarity, and understanding. That is your free will. This has been a beautiful message for you for the new moon in Aries. I am so happy and thankful for you being here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please reach out and hit that like and subscribe button right now, and I will see you next time. Love and light.